iTunes and YouTube free music, shit like that. And I think you know, we since we've been little, we've listened to music, you know, whether it was like the ABCs, but now we're listening to music that's like about bitches and hoes and pimping and stuff like that. So it just, we're still listening to music and we're still being affected by it because we're seeing these people who are making millions, they're making, you know, they're successful, and it's just they're living this kind of like fabulous life, and I think, yeah, I don't know if that makes sense.
The fact of like, yeah, go ahead.
Right here.
Yeah.
I'm from the old school. I don't have any children, but I keep hearing the word empowerment of women. And I don't have a problem with being empowered, but I do have a problem with the lack of self-respect. And when I sit here and I listen to the young girls, I enjoy the performance, and I listen to them express their feelings and what they're going through, and I listen to the young 8th grader in the audience kind of confrontating with her teacher, I find that where is the parent? And why isn't the parent stepping in and addressing the teacher? And why should an 8th grader be emailing probably a 30, 35-year-old woman expressing how she's feeling instead of going to her mother or her father? And I just don't see the self-respect. I mean, I wore the minis, I wore the hot pants, you know, I tried to do the cleavage, but I wasn't bitches and hoes and sluts and the whole 9 yards. And that's what I don't understand. I don't see the self-respect, the demand of self-respect.
I think just to answer your question directly about the email, I just think I agree, if your mom or your dad can get involved, that's awesome too. But the thing is, if it's we know we're capable from the time we're 8, 9, we're already being slut-shamed, so we can do it ourselves, and it's not until we
and isn't that
educate
self-respect
people
to own that?
Yeah.
To own that agency?
I mean, how? 9 years old, you really can't do it yourself.
No, but right now I've done it myself. We did this play ourselves, so
I remember when I was young, I remember when I was young, when I was around 8 or 9 years old, and I would have issues with my teachers. My mother would always say to me, "I can go talk to her for you, or you can talk to her yourself first. Which would you like to do?" And I usually chose to go talk to the teacher myself. And I found that now, looking back as a grown woman, that embedded in me such an immense amount of self-confidence and an ability to converse and to feel like I had a voice with an adult when a lot of kids don't feel that way. I find that it is a very powerful tool. Yes.
And that's beautiful, and I think it's great that some kids have that choice, but a lot of kids don't have supportive parents who are going to say, you should go to your teacher by yourself, or I'm going to step in and email the teacher. A lot of them don't have any options, and they have no one to turn to. So I think, you know, the highest form of self-respect is and teaching self-respect is to teach these young girls, like at the earliest age possible, that they're capable of having a voice, and they're capable of going to their teacher, and they're equal in that conversation, and what they say is valid, and their feelings matter. So, yeah.
I think it's important to point out from the way you worded your comment. I think you made it seem as if we're saying that this 8th grader should go to her teacher and say, "I'm a slut. I can wear my short like this." No, like we're not trying to say you should use slut as an empowering word. We're not saying that at all. We're just saying we're trying to start a conversation, and we just wanted to include in our play that in our experience, that is how some girls choose to empower themselves, not just specifically, not us at all. This is, you know, we're showing all sides of the situation, and that's how you have a conversation.
Well, I think the conversation that you all have started is really incredible, and we're all so proud of you and so in awe. We've reached our time limit for this portion, and if any of you girls want to continue conversation with audience members, I guess you'll be out hanging around the lobby. I'm sure there's lots to talk about. Thank you everyone for coming out so much.